problem is, you don't like let FPL get in the way of your mood at all.
I do.
So it's sarcasm.
Oh.
Show me how to lie, you're getting better all the time, and turning all against one isn't art that's hard to teach.
Good morning, everyone. It's a later deadline today, and I made my transfers really early on in the game week. I think maybe Monday night, maybe Tuesday. I've used 4 free transfers off my free 5, which it is panic stations, I won't lie, but I think after the free hit, I want to try and stay as high up as I can. Now, there is a big flaw in that logic at the moment, which will become quite clear. So I have got, this is my team, and there is Ralph sleeping, but this is my team. So I've got Raya in goal, I've got Gahey, Virgil, Anderson. I transferred out Reece James. I don't feel good about it at all because I think Chelsea defensively are really good. But it's Reece James's minutes. It's just too risky at the moment. And Anderson has such a lovely run of fixtures coming up. They've got Burnley away, Forest at home, then West Ham away. So I think he is there. It's fine. I also want to bench boost, and this frees me up a little bit of money to try and strengthen the team elsewhere. Then midfield, I've finally gone for Bruno Fernandes. I cannot believe the time has come, but he's in my team. Stupidly took out Mbemo before realising that he may actually be playing this week because he's not going to AFCON. But there was also something in the press conference that he could get called up on Monday. So I've just gone for the safer option, got Mbemo. Also brought in Foden. I've forgotten who I transferred out for that. And I've got Rice, who's flagged. Rice was going to be my captain for this game week because very clearly I haven't got Saka, which I think is an error, but whatever, we're just going to have to ride it out for this game week. But he had an illness. It sounds as though he will play, but I still don't think I'm going to risk my captaincy on him. And then I brought in Bruno G. He brought me joy in the free hit week, so I've kept him in and brought him in. Again, can't remember who I transferred out for that. Maybe Semenyo. I took out Semenyo, definitely. I took out Mbemo, and then there was someone else. This poor player that I've forgotten, but they're gone now. And then my front three, I've still got Mateta, and I don't feel fab about that. Now, there was part of me that was like, just use all 5 free transfers and then roll for the next couple of weeks. But this Mateta position is a really tricky one because I either downgrade him to a Creepy Junior type player, then have him just on my bench, that's that. Or I actually have quite an expensive asset there. Now, the players that I was eyeing up for that spot are either Welbeck, who is a lot cheaper, easy to get in, or Bowen, because he's a 90-minute man over Christmas. That could be crucial. And we've seen he's put on a pretty decent performance so far this season. I mean, it's not been the best, but he plays for West Ham, so what do you expect? But they've got Villa at home this week, then Man City away, then Fulham at home. The one that I was most tempted by, though, is Ekitike. I haven't got any Liverpool assets. Gakpo, that's who I'm missing for my team. Gakpo, took him out. He's injured, that's why I took him out. So I haven't got any Liverpool assets. They are going through turmoil with the whole Salah situation, and they're just not great this season. But on the off chance they start showing a bit of promise, I would love to take a punt on Ekitike. I was about to say Barclays at home, Brighton at home, then Spurs away, then Wolves at home. It's that Wolves fixture that I would really love to target. Game week 18, potentially a bench boost week. I'm not sure yet. But Ekitike is 8.5 million, so I can just about afford that now. And then that will leave me with 0.1 million in the bank. But do you see the issue there? I just want to have the flexibility for something in the future. Feeling really rubbish about not having Saka in the team. But again, we're just going to have to get over it. The one thing that may get me through this is the fact that Arsenal's goals are spread out quite a bit. Az kept on going on to me about getting in Eze, which I think is fun, but I didn't feel it in my heart. So I thought, even though he gave me such solid advice on the free hit, I've ignored him. But it was also a bit tricky to get in Eze, and it locks me in later down the line. So captaincy options, Rice is out of the picture because of the illness, and I just want him to be at full fighting fit, and I'm going to persuade myself that the goals will be dispersed. And, the one thing that does scare me though is Saka has looked so strong the last couple of game weeks. If you watch the vlogs, you'll know I've been fearing him, and it's against Wolves, who are absolutely terrible, but whatever, that might just be a bit of a sad part of the vlog for me and a great one for Az, who knows. I also thought Thiago, he's playing really well at home, playing Leeds at home. Leeds, I think, the 4th worst defence in the league. So again, on paper, that seems great, but I think I'm just going to stick with Haaland. Now, the issue is, say Saka hauls and I haven't captained him, I don't even own him. So I'm not even going to get a half of Saka captain points, which will really hurt me. Whereas if Haaland hauls, people will own Saka, but also half of Haaland's points, so they won't be as bad. Whereas if, oh God, I'm stressed. But I'm not going to rip up my team. It got to a point this morning where I was thinking of taking a -4, and I thought, Jelena, that is absolutely ridiculous. How bad are you at this game that you just had 5 free transfers given to you. This is why I don't gamble, because I just can't. I have no self-restraint. You give me 5 free transfers, I'm going to use more than half. And maybe take a hit, but I'm not doing that. So the deadline is fairly soon. I'm going to just discard my phone. No changes to be made to that team. Captaincy's on Salah. I think the vice is on Thiago, but Salah will play. And I just have to pray to the Lord of FPL, Mark Southerns, that nothing big's going to happen with Saka. Not feeling fab about that, but there we are. Anyway, as is at his Dungeons and Dragons training event with a Dungeon Master, we'll just leave him to that. We're going to go meet him in town. So I don't really know how many games we're going to be watching today. What time is kickoff? First lot of kickoffs aren't till 3. I didn't realise Chelsea's the 3 p.m. game against Everton. And then we've got Liverpool-Brighton. Okay, so both of our teams are playing at 3 o'clock and we'll be wandering around the streets. So we can do some live reactions there. And then Burnley-Fulham and then Arsenal-Wolves. Oh, Arsenal-Wolves is going to be maybe a tough watch. I've got Raya and I've got Rice. Surely that at least I've got two Arsenal players in that fixture. Clean sheet, tick, signed off. And then Rice just do all of his lovely, lovely, amazing things. And we could be okay. If I get through tonight and Saka doesn't have a massive haul, I will be on cloud 9. If the opposite happens, depths of despair. About to get run over. XTK scored 2 minutes in.
How many times did I say to you, bring an XTK from Mateta, obvious move?
Whoopsie. He's back. Cole Palmer goal. A second goal for XTK, so it looks like he was the one to go for this week. Well, so far. I've just stolen Lads' words, and I was like, it's only the second fixture. We're at a really cool Mexican. He's just dwelling about his FPL decisions. You were dwelling.
Well, I care about
it was the truth.
Dungeons & Dragons now.
Reece James kept a clean sheet, so that's a little bit annoying. I transferred him out, but I still think long term it's for the best. We've got Fulham playing now against Burnley, so it'd be great if Anderson can get a clean sheet. We're hoping for 0-0 because Alice. What's happening? Because Az has Dubravka and I've got Anderson. And Van Dijk kept a clean sheet, which is a touchy subject for the Brighton fan.
1.91 XG Brighton put up today, so can't wait to watch that match today though.
Yeah, XTK 2 goals, so maybe holding off not holding off isn't the right thing to have done, but it's looking good that I could do Mateta to XTK for coming weeks. Smith Rowe goal and a Wilson assist, so the Dubravka clean sheet has unfortunately gone for this guy.
Didn't last long.
But my Anderson clean sheet is still intact. Burnley have scored, so it's 1-1, but we're now relying on Anderson Defcon to get us through. 2-1 Fulham, another Wilson assist, maybe one to upgrade from stack. TBC. Anderson yellow card. It's not going well, is it? Wilson 1 goal and 2 assists. That is one transfer that's going to haunt me for a while. Arsenal have gone full strength. They have got Timber, Saka, Rice starts, and we're thinking of, I'm thinking of doing a watch along for maximum pay.
I'm not being dramatic, I need this game to be 10-0.
No Saka goal for me.
10 Saka goals.
That'll be the end of us. Burnley Fulham, there's 15 minutes to go. They're currently 3-1 up. Dubravka clean sheet, well and truly in the mud.
Wasn't quite the 0-0, was it?
No, it's what we were hoping for, but nothing for Anderson. Is he on Defcon?
Probably, but you did get booked.
He got booked. Oh well, Wilson was one to go for that fixture. So third, the early fixtures, XTK, neither of us have him. And now Wilson, neither of us have him.
Chelsea clean sheet.
Chelsea clean sheet, transferred out James. Neither of us had Chelsea defender. So subscribe for more.
You haven't had anyone play yet though, have you? Oh, Anderson.
Oh well, at least it's only one that's a defender. Oh, I had Van Dijk, sorry, clean sheet. Sorry. We've arrived back with many parcels. Can check the final score for Fulham Burnley. I'm going to assume it's still 3-1.
My phone did just vibrate, but it could be just how popular.
It could be another girlfriend. Who knows with this guy and his Lord of the Rings jumper. Fresh from Dungeon Master.
Oh, it was so good. If anyone hasn't done Dungeons & Dragons and are thinking about it, do it. It was so fun.
We're 12 minutes in. It's currently 0-0. Great. There's a lot of Saka activity, which makes me nervous. But Eza just kicked someone in the face. So, see what happens with that. Oh, God. That is bad. That is not good from Eze. Gomez is on the floor. I'm making popcorn salad. I won't lie, I think I put it in the microwave for a bit too long. It smells like burning, but hopefully it tastes okay. Az just shouted, though, that it was almost Saka to Rice, which I could stomach. If Rice gets the goal, fine. Absolutely fine. Anything from Saka, though, that doesn't involve Rice or Raya. But so far, we're looking okay. We're like 20 minutes in, and it hasn't been dreadful. So long may that continue. Bloody hell. Sorry, no, I just recorded this. I thought Wolves were going to score because Wang just went mad. Wang went
mad.
But back to the football. Anyway, pace, Wolves, great. Set fire to the microwave. Still enjoying popcorn. Pretty happy. Az just summed it up perfectly. That was a really boring half. Same play, repeatedly. Saka looks alright, passes it, they lose the ball, gets kicked out by Wolves. Like, that's about it. Saka captainer here, how are you feeling?
Terrible, obviously. Awful half.
Dull. Might liven up in the second half, but hats off to Wolves, because it's probably the best that I've seen them so far this season. We're back, hopefully another half of boredom sprinkled with a Rice goal. He wants the opposite. He wants the Saka show. I don't want that. I want Saka to come off at 60 minutes. I don't know what's happening with Martinelli tonight, but he is in the position to score and he just misses. And it's just happened again in the second half. It happened like 3 times in the final bits of the first half. They're so close. I don't know what's not clicking with them tonight. 2 observations. 1, I forgot about Strand Larson. Miss him. Love him. Number 2, if Eze does well tonight, I have to owe Az a massive apology. Because he recommended me going for him. The Ekatike one has aged so well for Az, poorly for me. Eze, I'm hoping, just does absolutely nothing, because otherwise that'll be 2, and I should just start listening to him more often. Eze's coming off at 55 minutes, so...
Oh my God,
oh God. What is wrong with Martinelli? He could have had about 5 goals. Yeah, Eze coming off at 55. Shame it's not Saka. But for the sake of the pleasantries between us this evening, probably a good thing it's not Saka. 62 minutes and Arsenal have had 0 shots on target, which is mental considering they're playing Wolves, who are absolutely awful. As a non-Saka owner, and more importantly, non-Saka captainer, pleased about that. But I am surprised. I thought by now they would be at least 2-0 up.
Yeah, so do I.
Rice just had a free kick and I thought it was going to go in. Close. Good to see from Declan. Oh, there's been a goal.
Hits him off the back of the head.
I don't know what it was. We think maybe a Saka assist. We were talking. We missed it. But there has been a goal. Didn't look like the sleekest of goals. But someone has scored. Is it a Saka assist and it was an own goal from the keeper? Or they're doing a replay. Hold on.
Yeah, Saka assist.
Saka assist.
That's so unlucky from Johnston.
Oh, okay. It was a Why couldn't it have been a Rice corner? Okay, Saka.
That's so unlucky.
Saka got an assist from a corner.
That is so unlucky.
Johnston own goal. Oh, okay. Well, captainers have got an assist.
Not very much though, is it?
It'll be good if this just opens a... No, this doesn't open a floodgate. If it does open a floodgate, we want Rice to be the one scoring. There's news. They've taken Saka's assist off of him. Do we know why? That was why I was panning to you.
It took 2 touches.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Wolves goal, so Raya clean sheet wiped out. Also, my Rice clean sheet point gone.
Yeah, but I think.
But also, Saka's clean sheet point gone. I can't believe that. 90th minute, and they've conceded. That is absolutely ridiculous.
What is wrong with you?
This game, this is not how anyone expected this to go. I was thinking it's going to be Arsenal minimum 3-0, and it's currently 1-0 at 90 minutes. I literally called Jesus scoring when he came on. Az was like, I can't believe...
You did, actually.
Yeah, Az was like, I can't believe he still plays for Arsenal. And I was like, he was sub on and he'll score. And he has. I think it might be a Saka assist, as isn't so sure. But I think Saka...
I don't know if it took a little flick on.
A flick on. Oh, they're doing the replay. Yeah, Saka assist. Oh well.
They're not going to take that one off him.
Okay, I didn't call it. It wasn't Jesus.
If
It was a Mascara own goal.
If it touches Jesus, it won't be a Saka assist.
Okay, 2 own goals in this. Arsenal's 2 goals in this game have been Wolves' own goals. Poor Wolves, that sucks. They sold out the away end, by the way, Wolves fans. So hats off to them, because being bottom of the league and going against top of the league, and then travelling all the way down to North London, that is true fandom. Well done, Wolves fans. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out whether it was a Saka assist or if it did touch Jesus, who then hit it into Mascara. I don't know.
I had 26 points when I checked a minute ago, and now I've got 11 because I lost my clean sheet and my Saka assist.
Saka got the assist, which obviously I'm annoyed about, but fair play. Could have been worse, could have been 2 assists, but the assist also took him up to max bonus, so that's a nice extra 3 points for Saka, which is 6 points for captainers. I'm pleased for captainers, especially this guy, because it was a really good decision to go for Saka. On the plus side, at least that means that Haaland just needs to get a goal, and then hopefully that'll boost him in.
I would absolutely take that if I were you.
Yeah, so it could have been so. I was going into this. I'm glad I didn't take -4 to bring Saka in just to captain him, but I was expecting way, way worse. So 1 assist. I mean, there's still maybe 30 seconds to go. I hope nothing happens. But 1 assist and 3 bonus for Saka and no clean sheet point is a win for me, I would say. That game was quite surprising. I think if we'd have known it was going to be 2-1, I wouldn't have been hugely surprised. But the fact that there wasn't a single goal scorer from Arsenal is ridiculous. We're now debating whether or not the first assist for Saka is going to go down as an assist. We've had phone calls from Az's friends who are like, why hasn't that counted? Phil, if you're watching, thank you for calling. But we will see. Obviously, as a non-Saka owner and more importantly, non-Saka captainer, I hope that it doesn't count as an assist. But Az has just been reading the rules on the FPL website, and it sounds like it should be an assist. But Opta haven't put it through as a shot, have they?
I don't really. I think that's the thing. I think Opta's classification of it for some reason means that it's not an assist. But if you read the rules, like do you want me to read you the rules? It just says fantasy assists are awarded to the player from the goal scoring team who has the final touch before a goal is scored. The final touch can be a pass, a touch, an effort and goal, or winning a penalty or free kick. Like, he crossed the ball in, it hit the post, it came from the goalkeeper. It should be an assist, I think. But
Boo.
I don't really know. Who knows? Go on, Mark, sort it out.
Mark, keep it off. Did Mark captain Saka?
I assume that's so, and that's why he's adding it.
For anyone that will take that literally, that is a joke. But also, don't you dare, Mark. To not end this evening's part of the vlog on a down note, I just want to say I love Cole Palmer and I'm so glad he's back. Oh, my heart just broke. I finished that segment and Az went, oh, I thought you were going to say me.
You're supposed to tell them that.
Sorry.
Do you know what I love?
Oh, Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
With 1,000 lies in
We're in Hitchin. The Saka assist got given. He's in heaven. He's got Chicken George and 22 points from his captain. So expecting something big from Haaland today, hopefully. Haaland goal. Can you believe this barbarian that I live with? No pickles. Ridiculous. We've come back to Hitchin. I don't know if I go context, literally just to try all the different foods that we miss. Haaland scored, got a goal from him, which I'm pleased about. Foden's also scored, which he is very pleased about, and he's about to take a bite into his non-pickled burger. So it's a glorious day for Charles Phillips. Even though obviously I'm glad that I've got the Haaland return, I could really do with another one because I also don't own Saka even to get half of his points. It's not gone great. Mateta came off at 63 minutes, so that's going to be something I'll deal with this week.
It's almost like you should have bought Ekatike.
I should have. It was Ekatike, Bowen or Welbeck. But I just wasn't 100% sure, whereas now I think I see the light. So it's given me a little bit more information, and I've got 2 free transfers, so I can adjust something else and try and practice, get ready for the bench boost. Rodgers has scored, and it's a sore subject for Charles. Because he was considering doing Minter to Rodgers.
Another nearly.
Ugh, this is the danger of having so many transfers. It's even worse than I expected. I didn't realise. I've been so out of the loop with results today. Rodgers scored 2 goals. So that does massive. That doubly sucks.
It's that kind of haul I need to turn my season around, and I'm just missing them.
You're having a good time though. At least you've got Haaland for his 1 goal. You've got Saka
Well, Haaland
double.
hurts because he's over 100. But
Right, I'm going to stop. The other thing also is Voltemada scored an own goal.
That's fine.
I panicked. I was like, oh my god, I own him. I don't own him. So that's woohoo, glory. I'm going to caveat this. We've had a lovely day, and then as it's just gone, you might want to get your vlog camera out. So I don't feel like it's very good news because otherwise we'd have waited to go to the restaurant.
City pen. I think Haaland steps up. Scores. 2 goals. Outscores Saka.
Do you know what? I'm so sorry, and this is how much of a horrible, horrible person I am. But I thought you were going to say, steps up, misses it. And I was going to go, why do you have to drag it out? Why can't you just say it? Yay! Thanks.
Preemptively angry at me. That's what. See, I get, beaten up in this relationship all the time. I'm just here being my nice self.
I know, and the problem is, you don't let FPL get in the way of your mood at all.
I do.
So it's sarcasm.
Oh, do you know what? I fell into that trap. I thought you were being nice. I should know better.
Yay! Go Haaland! We're home. The final stop was a pub called the Radcliffe, which does the best pizza. We carried the entire pizza home. And as the flipping boyfriend of the year, bought me, this is my favourite.
Sorry.
Amazing. Matcha set. Woo! No one cares. Quite a lot has happened in the football, actually. The football. Quite a lot's happened in the games. So we will sit down, have some pizza, and catch you up. Thank you. Look how delicious that is. Oh my goodness, heaven.
If anyone's watching this and hasn't got an air fryer, also I'm very aware that this shirt needs ironing. We didn't realise when I left just how it's so bad.
Oh, some news that we found out on the train. Another Calvert Lewin goal. But I said to Az, at least it's not on your bench. It's better to just not have it in your team than have it on your bench. I know that Thiago didn't score. We thought Thiago got a penalty, but did he not? Or did someone else take it?
Well,
Sorry?
I got overruled.
Overruled. Darn. That's all I can say about that. Forest won 3-0. We did see the highlights in the pub, and there was 2 absolutely phenomenal goals that we saw. The goal scorers were Hudson-Odoi, 2 for Hudson-Odoi. Sangare! Oh my god, Sangare got 2 assists and a goal. Do you remember when I backed Sangare last season? Go on, Sangare. And then Hudson-Odoi got 2 goals and an assist, so they were working well together. Lovely to see. I've already gone through Mateta. Tragic. Sunderland Newcastle, a Voltemada own goal, and losing in the derby. I didn't expect that. I kind of thought, I thought Sunderland would put on a strong defensive performance because of the whole bit. Oh, I'm so tired. Because it's a big game, because it's a derby. And I thought it would either be low scoring or Newcastle would dominate. Or, I don't know, I just thought it was going to be a bit more mad than it was. 1-0. Actually, that is mad. As help me, I can't speak.
Okay.
No. Wild. West Ham Villa 3-2, annoying about Rodgers. And then Brentford Leeds was 1-0. We know Dewsbury Hall got one of the goals, and Henderson. That must be his first goal in the Premier League in ages, isn't it?
Years.
In years. But that's all. I'm just really happy with Haaland. Do you know how many points Haaland ended up on? 13 points. That's 26 from captain, which I'm very, very relieved with. It does hurt slightly that I haven't got Wilson or Rodgers or Ekitike or Saka who have done well. But tomorrow night I've got Fernandes, who I feel like the world and his wife has, but would enjoy it anyway. Who are Man U playing?
Bournemouth.
I haven't got any Bournemouth players. I've got Senesi on the bench, so hopefully not much is happening there. I thought he was injured. I sold Semenyo, and then people have been buying him back, which doesn't make me feel that great about that decision, but these things are going to happen because I'm not the best manager in the world, but I'm tired, so I'm going, and we will see you tomorrow for the Man U game. We can't believe our eyes because Man U are actually playing really well tonight. They've just scored. It's 1-0. It was Ahmad. Is that Fernandes' assist? Anyway, Ahmad goal, nothing for Bruno. Interestingly, you might find it interesting, you might not. And Mbemo did start, so obviously hasn't gone to AFCON yet. And we both transferred him out because we thought his last game was last week, which is silly. Amateurs. But
It's
yeah.
ironic that it nearly was his last. It would have been his last game, but then Amram was just lying. He's definitely scoring today, isn't he?
He's going to score. The reason I bought him in on my free hit was because it was like a bye before I go to AFCON, I'm going to score. So it's inevitable to happen. And especially when they are playing so unbelievably well, 15 minutes in, and they've just looked really, really good. I hope that we get something from Fernandez. I finished filming and I just went, listen to yourself. I was like, what did I say? And he went, we hope we get something from Fernandez.
Awful game.
Who else owns him?
We all own him, but
You. You have to just join the party.
I've joined the party.
Last week,
I wanna leave the
Luke was
party.
on Wednesday's episode of Black Box, and it was a really, really good show. And he was like, if you don't want points, don't get Fernandez. If you are going to accept that. And I thought, you know what, Luke? That is such sense, and you're good at the game.
He's blanking this game. Guaranteed.
This is like, there's some joy. I'm like, yes, come on, positivity. And then sucked out by him. Ahead of this game, Semenyo just scored after so many of us have transferred him out. And loads transferred him back in. I can't keep up. 1 goal to Semenyo.
Very annoying.
Very annoying. I'm annoyed. Ralph's annoyed. He's just woken up. We're all fuming in the household. Now 2-1, nothing from Bruno. I accidentally just saw my rank because I try not to check until the end of the game week, and I'm on a red. I'm going back to 2 million. A Bruno assist. Oh, it would help if I was actually watching the game. I'm editing the vlog. Is it Bruno assist? Okay, that might help. Hopefully people around my rank don't own Bruno, because I know he's so highly owned in many teams that I've seen. But if that can help me, if I can get a green this week, that'd be great. But it's just not going to happen because there are so many players that got double-digit hauls, which I don't own. Get out the violins, have a moment to think about me and cry. Anyway, maybe a Bruno assist, which is good. At least we're getting some points. As has his hood up, so I'm putting mine up. As half-time, what are your thoughts?
I'm very annoyed Semenyo scored. But I thought Man U had been very good and they deserve to be winning. So
You said you were going to bring in Semenyo, but you were short on money.
yeah, my first thought was to bring in Semenyo, and then I was short, and then I thought bring in Rodgers,
Wait, what's your height have to do with this?
and then I didn't do either of those things, and I kept Minte back. I watched the highlights though; he could have got a goal and an assist.
See, and this is where, what were his stats like?
Not great, but
This is where I test people. We were saying, and this is one of the things about not bringing in Ekatike. I don't know why, because especially if you watch the vlogs, I feel like we watch a lot of football, but I don't think we are. We're not watching Match of the Day, because I think if I had been watching, maybe I would have been inclined, it might not have even been Ekatike, but I would have felt more confident taking out Mateta for someone. I've been watching enough to be like...
I have seen Ekatike play, and when it was, that's why I was so insistent on Mateta versus Ekatike, because I was like, Mateta looks done, and Ekatike looks on it. If you'd seen that, maybe you would have got it.
But then you also recommended Eza, so...
Yeah, that is true. We don't. Oh, is that on the vlog?
Twice.
You could-
Do you know the worst thing? I talk about in my team selection at the start. I'm like, oh, Az kept on pushing me to get Eza. I don't say a thing about you
realise
suggesting
you
STK.
can curate these things to make you look better.
Okay, I'm going to edit all of this where it's just Az. I was going to call you Azza. Eza?
So I just thought what I could do is I could just say a load of players, and then you could like put them back into the thing. Harry Wilson, I reckon he's going to get something like a goal and 2 assists this week.
Okay, I'll put that back at the start. Anyone else?
Shit, who else scored?
We'll do an end of season vlog, and it will just be you predicting
Yeah.
the top goal scorers of the season.
Sounds about right.
Classic Man United. 30 seconds into the second half, they concede goal to who's that on the floor? Anyway, they've conceded a goal. Oh, it's not Fernandez for once. He started slagging off Fernandez because Fernandez was rolling around on the floor, and I thought, you know what, I rate that. You own him, but you're still gonna be annoyed about him. But then that was Luke's advice. Don't watch him if he affects you that much. Anyway, Evan Nilsson scored. That's a really good line. I'll tee you up for it.
It's very
No, wait. My line. I have to do the set the scene. Man, you are now losing. Clivert, was it? Scored?
No, Tavernier.
Tavernier, cool. Tavernier scored. Now they're down 3-2. Line?
How predictable is it that we say that Man U are playing the best we've seen them play all season, and now they're losing?
Whoa, what a good line. You'll have seen the thumbnail if you've clicked on this video. Az is offended because he was like, you're still doing better than me. But I said it's subjective.
She said it's subjective.
I said it's subjective, then he was like, it's objective. And I was like, oh, whatever. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to go. It's 60 minutes into the game. If a miracle has happened and Fernandez has scored a hat-trick, then be quite happy for my rank. Otherwise, I think it's not looking great. Honest. So subscribe, keep up with the journey, don't follow for advice, just follow to enjoy this great game, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.